And good morning, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Field Hockey Zoom with Penn State Field Hockey coach, Big Ten Coach of the Year, Char Morett-Curtiss. Char, it's postseason. We've been waiting for this all year long. Coming off a weekend at the Big Ten tournament, we've run it. We ran into a team that was playing very well. We played very well, and they won by a goal, and that's Big Ten field hockey. I think that's what you said to me after the game Friday. Decompress a little bit about Friday's game and kind of where that has your team heading into this weekend going up to Ann Arbor.
Yeah, just looking back and after meeting with the staff and the captains the other day, and obviously with the team yesterday, really feel like, we sort of got on our heels early. Michigan came at us and we didn't respond right away. I think that, we start to understand this is, a Big Ten game as well. And you were capable of having that own punch ourselves, but we really talked about how we need to be the aggressor. I like draw. I like where we are. I mean, we're at a familiar venue. So I think we just have to reset, a little bit more, I would say mentally than anything else. And, I didn't think that we did a very good job possessing the ball. We need to put more of a priority on that, the communication piece, but we had a fantastic practice yesterday. We worked through a lot of those things. So, we feel solid. We feel confident going into the NCAAs. Our team did an outstanding job this year in the regular season. Again, I'm really proud of this team. Staff of the year, I have to say, is it's about, LB and Laura having such an amazing input into helping to bring this team along to the success that they had this year.
That's awesome. And we get to face, we're going to be playing two games this weekend. We're going to be playing two games this weekend against teams we've played this year. So we start with Louisville Friday night. Talk about what you see. I want to take their record out of it, because I think as every team heads into November, things begin to change a little bit. Talk about the things that Louisville did early in the season that gave us trouble, because they did hand us one of our losses, and what you see out of them now and things that you want to make sure that we do better than we did in August when we played them.
Yeah, right. They're very well coached. Justine's done an excellent job there. I would say that they just really reflect their conference. Being an ACC team, they're very structured. They possess the ball very well out of the backfield. They press well. I think that obviously their goaltending's been very good. I think for us, it needs to really be an up-tempo game for us. That's sort of how we play. Watching them play, I just think they're just a very, very solid team from, strikers to backs to goalkeepers.
And have you had your captains meeting this week?
We did. We met actually Sunday instead of meeting today. And
how was it?
For them, like they're really outstanding leaders that we have. But I think they recognize each of them taking their own responsibility as players and then as captains, that where could we be better? They thought a little bit more emphasis on composure and the communication piece. Sometimes it's not about communicating, it's about listening. So we feel it open ears and, really hear each other and react to each other. That's just going to be beneficial for us.
Awesome. All right. Well, Matt from Onward State, I'm going to go ahead and let you have some questions here with Coach Char. Go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Just wanted to first off say congrats on a great season. Congrats on another Big Ten Coach of the Year title. And I really hope for the best for you guys this upcoming weekend, and hopefully bringing home a national championship. That'd be great. But I really just wanted to ask you first and foremost about what the game plan is really for this weekend against Louisville. This past Friday against Michigan, you even said it really wasn't the game that you guys wanted to play. I could tell it felt a little sluggish, and I just really didn't think you guys had it in that game. And there was a good Michigan team as well you guys are playing. But really, I just want to know, what's the big game plan, and what are you looking to do different this weekend against Louisville?
Yeah, thank you for all the comments when you started. I really appreciate you acknowledging the success that we had this year. Like I said, I just felt it was more like we didn't play with the confidence that we played with the past couple of weeks. I think that the pressure with winning the tournament, winning the championship, conference championship, sharing it, at Rutgers. I thought we played a little tentatively there. Felt like going into the Michigan game, same thing. We survived that first quarter. And then when we came back into the second quarter, I felt that we were getting more offensive looks at the ball. I felt that we were doing some good things. And then coming in halftime, we just still made some adjustments, but at the same time, we didn't get the offensive surge and opportunities that make us so successful. We need to get the shots. We need to get the corners. So just this week, yesterday at practice, we really worked on better possession skills, and we really worked a lot with the extra person coming down. When you watch the game against Michigan, it always seemed that they had an extra player overloading into our defense. So we did a lot of that type of play so it could simulate those situations in the future.
Just really wanted to ask next about Sophia Gladeau. She has been arguably the best player in the nation this year. She was named Big Ten Offensive and just Player of the Year in general. How big is her game and her success this season really help the team overall? And what are you hoping for her to be able to accomplish in this upcoming game against Louisville?
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously, you've seen her play all season long. She's a special talent. She's got a backhand that is second to none in the nation. But we need Fia to touch the ball more. She didn't get enough touches on the ball in the Big Ten tournaments. So we really, she comes in every week. She and I sit down, we go over video. So we really need her to make some leads, get the ball to space. If she has space, she can rip a shot. And that's what we keep working with her on, is like, get yourself to space so that you can rip a shot. But she has to touch the ball more throughout the game. Sat down the other day. I don't know that she touched the ball more than once or twice in that first quarter. So there are some things that, while we know that, and while she knows she has a very good shot, she knows there's other parts of her game that she wants to continue to improve upon.
And just pretty much lastly, if you could describe just in a couple words, just how big this season has been compared to others. I know you've been saying that it's been a while since you've had a team really this good and just real close. And I just wanted to know your thoughts on this season overall.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of expectations when we returned this year, because we really only lost one starter from the previous year, MSB back. But even with that, you have more of your players that are getting experience, like a Kelsey Love and Jerry Schnars in the backfield. So, those kids have more experience from last year. And I just think that we do have more depth. We have to really put that on the field sometimes. But I do think that this team, their cohesiveness, their unity, their focus on our core values, the pride, the respect to compete, the gratitude piece, we're a very balanced team, and we don't get too high, we don't get too low, and consistent and very steady throughout the season. I know we're real excited about going into the NCAAs, and they just had a great practice yesterday, full of energy, and that's just, we want to keep the practices short. We want to keep them intense. We just want to stay focused. And, I'm so happy for these players. I'm so proud of them. Again, I'm proud of the staff and all that we've accomplished this year, but we really feel that there's more to come. And first team up is Louisville.
Thank you so much, Coach. It's been great to be watching you guys play the last couple of weeks. And I hope you for the best for this weekend.
All right. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate that.
All right. So travel wise, Char, we're heading out tomorrow, correct?
Yep. All excited. We'll have a practice, get a dinner before we go, head out to Detroit. And then we have a practice Thursday morning. We're the 2:30 game on Friday.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. And just so everyone understands, there will be streaming. Watch our social feeds as the week goes on. Once I get those links and that information from Michigan, I'll make sure everyone knows it. And it'll be linked from our schedule so folks can watch.
All right. Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Nittany Nation. Let's go State.
Thanks, Char.
All right. Thanks, Pat. See ya.
Yep.